Welcome to the Startup Doctor Business Clinic. Today, we'll be talking about a topic, and that is a question that is behind everybody's heart. The question, who are you?
Ooh, you can get it right. Help that business grow. You can get it right. Startup Doctor is here to help.
Yes, it is a mundane question that you might have asked yourself every day, but you really don't know the answer to it, and you don't even know who to ask. This is a question we encounter every day, and it holds immense importance for your journey as a business owner, even for my journey. Without truly understanding yourself, myself, and everything that is happening around you, you may find yourself ill-prepared for the challenges that come with entrepreneurship. It is difficult in the first place, not to talk of not having any support system that would guide you through the journey. Now, let's imagine this scenario. My daughter once asked me, "Mom, you're involved in so many businesses. Who are you really? And what defines you?" Her question struck a chord within me. It prompted a deep reflection on my business, my perspectives, and mindset. Now, the answer I discovered during that introspection gave birth to the invaluable insight that I am thrilled to share with you today as your coach. Now, allow me to emphasize that self-discovery goes far beyond merely knowing your purpose. It involves understanding your unique personality traits. What drives you? What are you scared of? What can break you? And what motivates you? Knowing these aspects of yourself is crucial as they shape how you approach personal responsibility. And yes, and that is in every aspect of your life, even beyond business. This in turn influences how you fulfill your professional obligations. Ultimately, your approach to responsibility directly impacts the results you achieve, whether positive or negative. Now let's take a moment. Ask yourself these questions. Crucial, critical, important questions. First, am I unknowingly hindering my own progress? And again, are there personal challenges that I need to address to improve my business? Do I possess the necessary capacity to undertake the venture I'm considering? And am I someone who attracts or repels people? These are some of the questions you need to answer. Now, let me throw in another one. Do I communicate effectively and coherently? Some people, once you open your mouth, that's the end of the matter. Everybody will see you. Remember, not everyone is cut out for managing a multi-million naira business. I know you want your business to boom, but not everybody can manage it or deal with difficult employees. We are all unique. Remember that, with distinct strengths and weaknesses. It is crucial to identify your area of business expertise. Focus on that. Don't look at anybody else. By understanding yourself, you can leverage your strengths and thrive in your chosen field.
Ooh, Startup Doctor.
In 2016, I found myself burnt out. I was working with so many clients. I had over 15 small businesses I was working with as a CEO. Now, we have a program where we structure management consulting for small businesses, and I place myself or plant myself within these small businesses, and I work as a staff for these small businesses. This is how we retool their systems, their people, and find the real challenge within the business. At this point, it became difficult because I was pouring all of me into all of these businesses. It's a passion point for me, working with small businesses to get them engaged, to get them to grow and get them to thrive. Now, at the end of the day, I would go home spent, tired, not even having time for my own personal business. And at some point, I had to ask myself this question. Muna, how long are you going to do this? How long are you going to just stretch yourself to a point where even your children are looking at you like, Mom, you don't have time for us? I had to practice what I was preaching. And that was when I sat back and I put systems within my own business. Did you know at some point I fired myself from my business? Oh yes, I did. I had to find experienced hands to support me to grow the business. I went back to school. Now, most people will wonder why I fired myself from my business. But I realized that I had inadequacies. Though I set up the business, I was not skilled enough to run the business. It was my idea, it was my vision, but I didn't have the skill to bring it to light, to birth it. This was why I had to step aside, allow people who have the capacity to run the business. Now you ask, why would you fire yourself from your business? It's your vision after all. You are the one that set this thing up. You must own it. You must have control. No, you don't have to. This is all part of knowing who you are and what your capacity and capability is. Yes, it was my vision. Yes, I set up the business. But did I have the skill set to drive the business? The answer was no, I didn't. In fact, what I lacked was business finance. I'm a communication student. I never did anything that had to do with business management in school. All I learned about business was what I learned on the streets, running my business as a 24-year-old. So I realized that that was an inadequacy that I needed to fix. So I went back to school. And that was one of the best decisions I ever made. You can make this strong decision yourself if you know who you are. If you are able to identify what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. I found mine, and I was able to build my businesses, and I was able to become this person that I am today, who has acquired so much experience and skill working with small businesses, working with startups, working with big multinational organizations, and bringing all that experiences to you today on this show, the Startup Doctor Business Clinic. So who are you? Go back and ask yourself this question. Identify your strengths, your weaknesses, your areas that need improvement. Identify all of these things. Write it down.